Tonight, accusations that school administrators at a charter school in Fulton County failed to investigate reports about a teacher who his accusers say had a history of sexual abuse and assaults against students and against other teachers as well. Now, the teacher, Robert Vandal, ultimately pleaded guilty to raping a 13-year-old girl at the school.
And a federal lawsuit says administrators should have known not to hire him in the first place. The school denies the accusations. Our John Schierick is on that story for us tonight.
What did the schools know and when did they know it about teacher Robert Vandal? Robert Vandal here being sentenced earlier this month after pleading guilty to child molestation at a private school where he'd worked, Linden Academy in Cherokee County. Vandal had already pleaded guilty to raping a student at the previous school where he'd worked, a charter school in Fulton County, Fulton Academy of Science and Technology. The question, why did the schools hire Vandal in the first place with his record? They're not commenting tonight to 11 Alive. Vandal's Georgia teaching certificate suspended twice, ultimately revoked after multiple complaints about him at other Georgia schools.
It is easy for schools to check.
The president of the Georgia Association of Educators, Lisa Morgan, says private schools and charter schools are not required to employ teachers who are certified.
We would at GIE expect that everyone who is hiring someone to put them in a classroom with students would be doing their due diligence.
This federal lawsuit says administrators at Fulton Academy of Science and Technology, FAST for short, hired Vandal despite his record. Vandal went on to rape a 13-year-old student at FAST.
He should have never been hired at FAST.
Atlanta attorney Frank Bayak represents the 13-year-old girl and her parents in the lawsuit.
The parents don't want this to happen to anyone else. The hope is that this lawsuit and the outcome from it will change the way that schools hire teachers.
Fulton County Schools says they're not involved in hiring teachers at charter schools. The charter school, FAST, calls Vandal's criminal acts reprehensible, but says no one can comment yet on the lawsuit, except to say, quote, "We deny all of the allegations asserted against FAST in the complaint." In Atlanta, John Schierick, 11 Alive News.